Hey, bud. What's good? Shit, no. Must be more shit.
Oh, hey, Rainbow. What's the deal?
Yeah, I was a pirate last week. Stiletto pop on every aisle.
Okay, hello and welcome to the stream, everyone. I was just getting the details organised there. So, new missions in online this week. I don't know anything about them. I don't know what they are. I don't really have a clue. So I'm just going to see what's what and see if they're any good or not. I believe they are under the community made ones. Right, so there's Detective Story, Juggernaut Nightmare, LS 2062, Old School Hits, Halito Bay Slasher, Running the Gauntlet, and this Rambo Heist. Okay. Right, so I think I will start with the detective story. Yes, I want to go in solo. I already have all of my armor, ammunition, snacks and whatnot hopped up, as I don't know what I'm going into. I was planning to be live earlier, however, there was workers off of the phone company were working on one of the green boxes, and the internet was kind of dropping in and out a little bit. So I have done a network test, just to see if the coverage is back up again, and it seems to be. This is the inside of Hack Standard. Investigate the areas where the company hangs out. No clues here. Why is it locking onto random items and things? Okay, so that area has nothing. What am I actually looking for here? I must be looking for... at least I can use my oppressor to get around here. Right, so there isn't any clues here. Nothing at that one either. ATM. Nothing out of the ordinary. All the rubbish on the streets normal. Oh. I honestly do not have a clue what I'm looking for here. It could be anything. Aha, it's a hailing mission. I hate these. But it should be fine. Should be fine. As long as I don't get too close. Madman. Eavesdrop on the conversation. Okay, this is a little different. It's also the same animation as the dashes on Cayo Perico. Okay, buried booze, those are his friends. Kill him. Just give me 2 seconds, boys, I'll be right there. And of course, they're using Vagos. What the shit? Yeah, I don't think that they're going to stop really coming in unless I eliminate them and leave. I think that's going to be the only option here. Yeah, I'm kind of... Right, so where's the main... Nope. Right, so where is the main guy at then? Right. Where is the main guy at? Do I have to go back to pack standard again and get rid of him? I think that might be the play here. Okay, he's essentially... Yeah, he is not killable. Give me some decent weapons to work with, Rockstar, instead of just leave me with ammunition and no way to restock it. Yeah, I'm just trying these missions out to see if they're any good, and if they're not, I will be giving them an extremely negative opinion, and if it is negative, I hope that Rockstar watches it. They probably wouldn't care, even if they did. Right, so the company are the Vagos, and they're using an older style noir setting, which is original, but you know what, I'm not willing to go through all of that shit all over again. Something tells me that for 500k, doing all of these and all of the hassle that's going to come with it isn't worth it. I mean, not to blow my own trumpet, but I really don't need the additional 500k.
Me and the army are through, but I still got plenty of old friends who give me trade prices. That's why you hired me, though, right?
Right. I'll try another one. Something tells me that all of these missions are going to have a lack of ammunition, a lack of, any decent weapons, and generally just not worth the hassle that actually has to go into them. And if they're not, I'll just start up a robbery or something, and I'll run that instead. Not my jobs, community jobs. Right. Let's try this one. check if it's any better. I don't think it's going to be, but yes, I want to launch it solo. Grab the virtual reality goggles. Okay. Sneak into the police station through the alley. Right, hopefully he's just going to drive off.
You looking for trouble, douchebag? Douchebag! You piece of shit! Jerk off! Ah! Asshole!
Can I have a weapon, please? Thank you.
Douchebag! You piece of shit! Come here, let me smoke that ass! Fucking hell!
Oh, shit. Real guns?
You're horrible! Oh, hell! You're dead, motherfucker! Jerk off!
How am I supposed to...
Jeez! Douchebag! piece of shit!
Oh, right. But the Luxo's around the other side. Ow! Of course. Cops. Where's the Luxo went to? Oh. Damn, don't tell me it's been stolen. Hang on a minute. Did she go up to the roof? No roof access, so she's ran off to wherever. I really hate having piss weak weapons. Just give me my own loadout. I didn't spend millions on the upgrades and the research and everything to not have any fucking access to them. Fuck you, Clifford. Come on! Well, they most definitely were not marked on the radar, so... What is this? Dumb idiot. Not the phone. Not the oh! Fuck off! Alright. Fine, I'll just accept my fucking... What? I have came to the official conclusions that these missions are not worth whatever the payout is going to be. They're just not. I mean, honestly, really? I'll see how much one of them pays out, but I don't think it's even going to be worth my effort. Now, how did she get stuck here? Yeah, why do I not have any weapons? Lose the... How am I supposed to fucking lose them? I can't fire. I don't have any fucking weapons.
I will personally stomp your ass.
Are these able to fly? Well, at least there's that. So I no longer have access to weapons, but yet I have to go into an area where there's cops directly behind me with nothing to kill them with. How does that make any sense? It doesn't. I mean, yes, okay. I can see the point of making them a little more difficult by removing your weapons and whatnot, but when there's a load of enemies, of which have weapons, and they're getting used against you, to take weapons away at that kind of point is absolutely stupid.
Douchebag! You don't belong here, shit brain.
Okay, now to the Lost Clubhouse. Oh, great. Something tells me I'm going to need armor and max health for going in here. You know, just something kind of tells me that. Okay, so the first mission was completely nonsense. Okay, so yep, thought as much. Yeah, this isn't a Where is he? Well, I kind of have to run out there to expose their possession. You die?
You better get out of here. God!
Jeez, where's my deluxo gone? Fine, we're taking this car. Okay, as missions go, this isn't terrible. I will admit it has its interesting aspects, but is it going to be worth the payout? Maybe, maybe not. And are the Lost going to back off? Eight, 80,000. So if that was paying out its normal rate, it wouldn't be anywhere close to that. Right, so definitely not worth doing if you're just doing them on normal. Okay, I see. Old school hits. I'm sure I've done this one before. In fact, I have done this before. If I remember correctly, it's pain in the rectum. However, I guess I'll just have to do it. Right, so the last one there, the VR one, was 80,000, and that's it at quadruple payout. So if you're just doing them normally, what, 20,000? Nah. I could run a payphone hit and get more than that in less than 5 minutes. So for this one,
What the fuck is your problem?
what? Weapons, hello. Are they in the boot? I cannot remember.
God damn.
I have to be on a... Yeah. I had to be stood on a specific pixel for it to trigger. Unsurprisingly. Lay down. Okay, pop him in the head. My guess is that do I have a shit? Well, I'm going to try the tunnels. They might be blocked off, I don't know. surely once I get a specific distance away from them, they're going to stop looking for me, right? Right, so the next target is at LS Country Club. Okay, easy enough. I might as well take this opportunity to plug the stream tomorrow night. It is going to be the second part of Stellar Blade, of which it'll be my second run on the channel, so okay, so what did they steal my car for? Fine. Ah, shit. I was kind of hoping that that wasn't going to happen. Now, how am I supposed to... Okay, so he hasn't heard me. Got it. Okay, on to the next one. Oh, God. Right. Oh, come on. Really? Right. Any car will do. Just maybe not a Rolls.
Don't make me call the police, mate.
I know there's at least one place here I can. Yep, there it is. And if I'm remembering correctly, the drop is at Franklin's house. Okay, now how much is this one paying out? Okay, so again, 80,000. So if you're running these on your own, then it's less than worth it. Especially given the fact that you can raid this dash house and get more. Do I have an option for what I can use? Right, so go to the... Oh! Ultras camp. Probably a good thing that I picked the armour. Although I don't know how much I have left in the sense of body armour and snacks, or even what sort of weapons I have. I guess I'll find out. Really does not make any difference. I'm actually going to try something here. If I leave the mic open and... Now, where is... I do have a playlist that the mic should pick up on Spotify. Right, so I'm just going to run this as a little bit of a trial, and if it's relatively successful, then I'll be able to use it going forward. Now, everything in this playlist is listed as being non-copyright, so it shouldn't present any problems. Volume. And main volume. Yeah, that's up at full. I might have to connect a little speaker or something to the thing, but yeah, this is purely a trial just to see if it deliver the evidence to the FIB analyst. Okay, game. Find the victim before the slasher does. Yeah, that isn't how yeah, I didn't see that going that way. Of course, I can't do anything. Right. Question is this on a timer or? Right, so I don't know if this mission's timed or whether there's a background timer running or what's going on here. All I know is I need to find him. well, road, but no sign of any vehicles or cars I can use. Which is odd. Right. I have an M16 and a shotgun. What? How many rounds? Shotgun at close range. Right. I don't know. I don't know if I would even say that that one was worth it for that. Right. That's a few of them tried.
Got a trip coming up? Don't forget about your airport.
Yep,
parking.
that's
Whether you're traveling
why I
business,
would have to
enjoying a
get
break,
premium
visiting loved ones, Belfast International
if I was
Airport
going to use this.
covered.
But
Choose from 4 convenient car parks for
trial run, you
at
know, just to
Belfast
see.
International. Book in advance at
Right.
belfastairport.com
So
to guarantee our best price.
Yes, you are running a business, so of course you're working hard. But you're...
right, I'll put that to mute whilst the ads pass. Okay, so what I'm thinking is for the last little bit, if I get a robbery set up, so change lobby. Oh, yeah, I need to pop things up if I'm going to be doing preps. Right. Okay. Ammunition. Fill. Excellent. Shut up, TV. Right. Over to... Now, I could either set up... the priority files, the brute force file. And I don't want to do that one. At least not yet, as it's my least favourite out of, well, all of them. Yeah. Right. Obviously, I'm going to get the most pricey one first. Really? May as well get the irritating one out of the way first. Please. LSIA? Of course not. It just had to be, didn't it? Sandy Dam Shores. Right, so I'm going to put the music off and call that the end of the test. If it's clearly audible, then I will connect a speaker just to give it a little bit more oomph. So I'm going to turn it off now, and then I'll watch the playback and see how it turned out. Okay. And this is pretty much the ideal game for running this test with, because almost all of the music in in GTA games is copyrighted. So okay. Get that into storage. How did that even miss? Well, at least one hasn't landed on me yet. I actually do have I'll explain my perfectly valid point once I've got rid of the enemies and I have the guy left. No. No way. No way did that miss. just give me a couple of seconds until I have the chopper, and then I'll explain my question about Merryweather. It's a perfectly valid question, of which I know Rockstar will never give an answer to it, because, well, they stopped caring a long time ago about logic and reason. Right now, how many of these wackos are going to be left? Okay, now, my point and the question about Merryweather's current activities to Rockstar would be this. If Merryweather lost their US operating license at the end of the story mode, which was set in 2013, and if online is currently set in present day, why are Merryweather still legally allowed to operate with unlimited money without being branded as a terrorist organization? I mean, it makes no logical sense at all as to why they would still have a license. Now, I know that Rockstar's answer is online and story are set in two different worlds, but why would they have included Michael, Trevor, and Franklin in online? Of which that fact on its own would indicate that online and the story are basically the same world, only set years apart, and time has merely moved on. Just a little bit of an observation of which I've noticed for years now, of which makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, where's the first? Yes, of course, there's one at the right. That'll be the cutting torch. Right, so I'll get this one first. Or the bulk cutters, rather, this will be, as that's the sawmill. But that's just something that I've wondered for a while now. It makes absolutely zero sense to say that online and the story mode are set in two separate worlds, and then have the story mode characters in online. So how can Rockstar possibly justify Merryweather still having a US operations license? At this point, they would be branded as a terror organization, and they would be on a government watch list. You know, just putting it out there that that's what the reality of the current timeline would actually be. And yes, I know there's going to be some people who are going to say, oh well, it's a game and they need to supply enemies, blah 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 blah. But they could have rebranded Merryweather to a different organization and made it so that Merryweather had been pushed out and the different organization had taken over what their role was. Kind of like what they did, well, what they eventually did with Eberhard in the, which DLC was it? It wasn't Mercenaries, it was the Oscar Guzman missions. Eberhard were brought in instead of Merryweather, and it was made out that they had taken over Merryweather's role. Now, whether that's lining Eberhard up as being the enemies for Grand Theft Auto 6, I don't know. Possibly, might be, could be. Alright, so if they're not there, but yeah, that is about the only mention about the next major title in the series that these are going to get, because I don't do clickbait, I don't do videos based on speculation, rumors, or theories. I mean, if there is theories or possible theories of which have any sort of validation, then I will look into it. I'll do some digging on it, you know, just to find out if there's anything behind it, and if if I think that there is any sort of validation, then I might cover it. But if there isn't any kind of validation, evidence, or proof, then no. I'm not going to cover it. I'm not going to clickbait anybody that watches the stuff that I make, the videos or the streams, because clickbaiting is the cheapest, nastiest method to get clout behind a channel, and I would rather do it the honest way and as the honest way, the hard way of doing it, by not using the cheap methods and tactics. Yes. Does it take longer? Of course. And as much as I know that getting the first 150 to 200 subs is going to be the hardest time doing the channel. I know that it'll be worth it because I will have earned it, instead of just using cheap tactics and paying for subscribers off of some random app or whatever. Okay, so basically, don't go in firing missiles. Oh well.
You see anything that mentions the Lao princess? Sticky bomb it. That's my uncle's ship. Oh, and find the Coast Guard's uniform before you blow the place.
Right. Okay, my computer, external device, rootforce.exe. Right. Oh yeah, I need to plant all of the explosives before I can pick up the uniform. Okay, uniforms collected. detonate. And then into my usual hiding place. At least when I'm on this.
Wow, LSPD, overreaction. A huge overreaction. All we did was tamper with international trade documents, like for real? You better ditch the cops before you drop those uniforms at the yard.
So yeah, if you're looking for a quick place to lose the police and you're on the Mark II, then this is the ideal location. Especially if you have a police helicopter coming after you as well. Like so. Right, Rob these off and then collect the boat, I believe, is the next logical one to pursue.
Hey, see you around.
And in this case, that will be the flares. So this will be the boat. Okay, return that to storage, restock missiles on it. Right, I'm going to have to reset anything which has had the Mark II rounds added from that mission. Great. Now, are they going to be... Okay, so they are killable this time. There was one of the times that I was doing this with a friend and the enemies literally spawned in underground. Let's mess with this guy a little bit. Yep, but it was effective. Ow. Come on. Yeah. What was that? Right. A truck, boat, or a jet ski. Whichever one comes first, to be honest. Yeah, I'm thinking possibly a boat. Right, so I now just have to get the boat back to the yard without losing it. Oh, lovely. Panicking traffic, especially when I'm towing something which can unhook without any major effect even being placed on it. Whether that be a car ramming into the side of it or whatever. that could have went worse. It could have been raining, which would have made the drive a lot more interesting to watch, but more of a pain for me. Right, so disrupt air support. Why not? Right now, where is it going to be? I'm just going to say it's the top of the map. Oh, yep. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not even shocked at where it is? Right, little bit of a long flight, but it's fine. So yeah, I'm thinking of starting. Well, I'm potentially thinking of starting a little bit earlier tomorrow night. Purely to give people a chance to come in. So say I start the stream at about 1:45 or something tomorrow night, and then obviously that will give people 15 to 20 minutes to come in, and then I can just put up the taking a break scene.
When you've taken him out, access his computer and download the rest of the fleet's locations. Alright, the locations of the other copters are on your radar. Wipe them out!
Right, so in spite of the fact that this one is the other side of Mount Chiliad, it'll still be the closest. Oh yeah. And here's another point about how a lot of these missions are laid out. Why is it that any logical organization or criminal group would never have all of their assets as spread out as what Rockstar makes it? I mean, you wouldn't get the RAF moving their planes one at a time and have them in multiple different places. if they were all supposed to be at one central location. Initially, yes, there would be that organizational phase. I don't know what the military term would be for it, but there would be that phase where tail numbers X, Y, Z, A, whatever would be rallied to one place. But when it came time for the actual operation, or the patrol, or whatever they were doing, they would be at one location so that they were close. And yes, I get it that this is a prep, but it's having to go all over the map, from the top to from the bottom to the top, and all the way back down again, and everything else. It's known as an artificial mission lengthener, or if it's in a story game, then it would be an artificial game lengthener. And every developer does this. It doesn't matter who they are, it doesn't matter which game they're making, they all use the same tricks, and I get it that it's necessary. If everything was close and everything was on top of each other, then everything would take a couple of seconds. So I can see why, but Rockstar just takes it to the extreme sometimes. Right, so the last one is over here. Lucky enough, the layers at this location are easy enough to find. So, the plan. Drop these off. Get some armor and ammo and stuff, and then do the robbery, and then I'll just sell the car as part of my dailies tomorrow, whenever I get around to getting them done. Okay. Now, if it's over here, they're going to be easy enough to pick up. And I get a 2-star wanted level for stealing some flares. Okay, I don't think that's quite accurate. Just give me a tall structure I can park on top of. Okay, so they're not looking for me anymore, which means I can stop at the ammunition over here for some armor. And the flares are going to drop. Yes, I'm well aware all of the mandatory stuff is complete, and I just...
All cool? See you on the flip side.
Okay, everything is topped up.
Grab your ride and head up to the docks. I'll be in touch. Oh, and by the way, that getup is fresh.
Now, there is a trick for getting around.
I mean, my uncle might be a citizen, but his taste in cars?
I also wish that I could...
This is it. This is it. My uncle's ship's stuck out at sea. We got all the kit we need. It's just a bunch of heavily armed psychos between us and a totally unique, fucking beautiful car. Time for some motherfucking pirate shit.
Yeah. I also wish that there was a way that you could turn off their dialogue, because for seasoned players who know these robberies and stuff, it isn't actually necessary. Now, there is a...
But like, only so good, you feel me? The patrol boats might not be once you're on board face to face, you're gonna get some looks. That's why, hear me out, you're gonna climb up the anchor chain. Easy. You left, right, bro? Right?
There is a trick for getting to the bridge without getting spotted, and it shouldn't work, but
Let me check in with our air support.
it really does, and it shouldn't.
Over and out. Hey, so boss, what do you think of my codenames? Pretty lit, right? Right?
Honestly, these NPCs, Rudeness Interruptus. They just don't allow you to give any sort of commentary at the key parts. Right, so 0 weapons out.
Find the captain and, incapacitate him. He'll have the codes we need for the terminal on the bridge.
As brazen as this is, and it should definitely 100% mission fail for the fact that I'm only walk right past and nope. Okay, so he's going to turn off any second, and I'm going to go directly past this one. Then round here, up the stairs, climb up.
Got the codes? There should be a terminal in the bridge with cargo info. Could help us find our car. Alright, you know what you're looking for? Time to put those bolt cutters to use and break into those containers.
Right, he's done. I just need to get the pilot of this. Oh, come on, really? Okay, so the trick that I always use for finding which one the car isn't in right. Ow. Right, I'm not going to go to the other side yet because the boats are over there. Did he just... What? I'm going to have to clip that. Okay, one of the boats down. Right, so the car is potentially in that one. It isn't in that one. You see the glowy things? That's not the car. Right, so it's a 50-50 as to where the car is. Well, it's always a 50-50. Right, that'll handle him. Okay, that one isn't going to be a problem. Right. With any luck, the car is in this one. Nope, it looks like it's the next one.
Hey, look, if you find some crazy stuff in there, remember, he's not really my uncle. You piece of shit! You scumbag!
Okay. Can I survive that fall? Right. I just had to get rid of the enemies first. Then up to the container.
That's fire, bro, like lit. My pilot is on his way.
That is why I got rid of the enemies before tagging the crate.
Watch my back while I hook her up. Bogies inbound. Better get on them before they drop me and your cargo in the G-Bed.
They're directly above me, aren't they? How did every one of those missiles miss? Okay, I think that's only about 10% damage. If it's over 80%, then I'll get the bonus. However, if it's under 80, then I'll lose a part of the bonus payout. Another pointer, which is always worth keeping in mind, that you want to steer clear of the tail rotor on the skylift. You do not want to be anywhere near it. Once it's landed and it's taken off again after the drop-off. For one reason. Oh, great. Okay. Right, so if you're anywhere near the tail rotor, once it actually dips so that it can drop it off and it catches your character, it's over. Well, you'll have to do a restart usually, of which if you're going for the bonus anyway, as I was mentioning, if you're after the bonus 50,000, then you don't want to be anywhere near the tail of the skylift as it takes off. Right. Drop off the car. I might actually just move this and then end the stream, as time is starting to get on and I have an early start, the same as I do every other day. Bonus 50,000. Nice. Sell? Okay, so overall, I would most definitely say that this has been a productive stream. Done at least half of the new player-made missions and got one of the robberies in as well. So yeah, I would say that was a success. And I also got a couple of viewers as well. So yeah, overall, a success. And I'm well aware that I'm in the most difficult phase with the channel right now, getting to the first 100 to 200 subscribers. I'm well aware of that, which is why I am putting so much effort in, and I'm streaming pretty much each and every night for a couple of hours moving forward, so that I can hopefully speed that process along a little bit. It might work, it might not. I honestly don't know. I'm just trying it out for a month or so, just to see if being live pretty much every night for a little while is going to make any difference. So, just trying out different things and whatnot to see what's going to get the growth a little bit quicker with regards to the number of subscribers. TikTok and Instagram I'm not so much bothered about. They're only used as an awareness tool. Now, this is where oh, come on, don't tell me I'm stuck here. And the backup router it's not so much a backup router that I'm running, because I have my main router, which is running Wi-Fi 7. I have a Wi-Fi booster connected to that as well, so that's boosting the internet by about 40 to 50%. And then I have a hybrid link, is what they call it, connected to the router as well. And what the hybrid link does is, say that the router begins to drop out, then the hybrid link device then steps in and picks up the slack. So, in theory, I should never have a complete internet outage, because there's a backup device there which will actually pick up if there's any problem.
A new luxury car is available to win.
Okay, spin the lucky wheel and then I'll do my spiel at the end. Okay.
The race book is open and the horses are running at the inside.
Chips is reasonable. Wow. Clothing. How unexciting. Right. Now to find a spot where I can... this will do. Whatever. Right. So... thank you to everybody who watched. It means a lot to me. And if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, remember to leave a like, share, subscribe, as it helps the algorithm, and if you wish to leave a comment, that would also help the algorithm as well. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow night with part 2 of my second run of Stellar Blade. What stage am I at with that? Oh yeah, going into the wasteland, which is a massive desert area. Well, actually, one of 2 massive desert areas, actually, but it's 2 different types of deserts. So it's 2 different biomes, but roughly the same. So yeah, it's going into the wasteland on Stellar Blade. Then on Saturday, what did I put in for Saturday? Oh yeah, Saturday it's, I think I've put the Rogue ending in for Cyberpunk 2077, of which I've done the end of the Phantom Liberty. So I'm now beginning to move on to the other endings, plus I have a Cyberpunk challenge run which I'm going to be starting next week. However, that is already set up, and the stream schedule for next week is already on scheduled release. That'll be going live on Sunday. So yeah, again, thanks to everyone who watched, and I will see you guys tomorrow.